Gusto ko lang po kasi siguraduhin na, kasi ito po, kung hindi magkakagulo-gulo tayo, kung hindi tayo susunod sa ating rules, kung ano yung patakaran natin, sundin natin. Kasi pag nagkaroon tayo ng exemption, may isang hindi sumunod. Lahat na may dahilan, lahat hindi sumunod eh. So ang sinasabi ko lang, gusto natin ng tama. Kung hinahanapan natin ng tama, yung mga nagbe-briefing, dapat tayo mismo sumunod doon sa ating rules. So yun lang ang tanong ko. So was it manifested on the floor that this be, Mr. Chair, that this be taken up by the Committee on Public Accounts?
I think we made the request to get a briefing from the DPWH.
ComSec, was there a request to get a briefing, and was it approved? So no referral, no request also.
Yes.
So it was a motu proprio briefing based on the call of the chair. Because there was still no resolution at the time, Mr. Chair.
I think it's a briefing.
Yes, it's a briefing. But, Mr. Chair, I just want to clarify if this is the proper jurisdiction, no? Because if we will read our rules, Mr. Chair, public accounts, no? Committee on Public Accounts. First of all, I want to make it clear that we want the truth. And being scrutinized here, we are also included, kasama tayo sa tinitingnan dito. Dahil wala namang magiging kalokohan dito kung hindi napondohan. At yung budget nang galing sa Kongreso. So, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang siguraduhin na talagang sinusunod natin ng stricto ang ating rules para walang question na meron tayong kino-cover up o ano-no. Ang nakasulat po kasi sa ating rules, ang Committee on Public Accounts, all matters directly and principally relating to the examination and scrutiny of audit reports on the performance of all government agencies to determine their adherence to or compliance with the plans and programs authorized through appropriations approved by the legislature. So kung titingnan po natin, ano po ba ang sinasabi dito sa rule natin? Direkta, tungkol sa audit report. Hindi po ba dapat ang committee na sumasakop dito ay yung good government and mas shoot siya doon sa good government and public accountability dahil ang good government and public accountability ay all matters directly and principally relating to malfeasance, misfeasance, nonfeasance, in the office committed by officers and employees of the government, and etc., etc. No? So I just want to raise this. I mean, it's not up for me to decide. I'm not a member of this committee. No, it's just a friendly reminder na since scrutinized tayo, I think the committee will have to decide whether ito po talagang tama or mas magandang sa good government. Yun na po, Mr. Chair. So whatever, I cannot make a motion because I'm not a member of this committee. Gusto ko lang na stricto nating sinusunod. Kasi kahit yung uniform natin, di ba? Yung uniform, simpleng uniform, sinusunod na po natin. Na kailangan tama yung uniforme natin pag tayo. Hindi pa pwede tayong improper attire. So gusto ko lang pong siguraduhin na tama ang jurisdiction nitong committee na to para kung ano man lalabas na report dito, walang question dahil stricto po natin sinunod yung rules natin. So, pero inuulit ko, hindi po ako membro. So it's up to the members of the committee to decide whether this is the proper jurisdiction or the proper jurisdiction is the Committee on Good Government and Public Health. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you, Congressman Chanco. Well, we respect your views, no, but to be very clear, this is just a briefing. This is not yet a hearing, and I think that's the reason why the chairperson of the Public Works Committee is also here, and the chairperson of Public Accounts is here, and this has been directed to us by, I think, by the Rules Committee po. So,
the rules manifested on the floor that this be taken up by the Committee on Public Accounts. So was it manifested on the floor that this be, Mr. Chair, that this be taken up by the Committee on Public Accounts?
I think we made the request to get a briefing from the DPWH.
ComSec, was there a request to get a briefing, and was it approved? So no referral, no request also. So it is motu proprio. Yes, but how does the briefing start, di ba? So who asked for the briefing? Gusto ko lang po kasi siguraduhin na, kasi ito po, kung hindi magkakagulo-gulo tayo, kung hindi tayo susunod sa ating rules, dapat, okay, ganito lang po ang tanong ko. Madami na po tayong abogado dito. Tama po ba ang intindi ko doon sa rules natin na ang public accounts ay tungkol sa mga bagay na may audit report? Tama po ba ang intindi ko? Kung mali yung intindi ko, edi tama, baka tamang ano to. So ayun lang ang tanong ko. Ano ba ang tamang interpretasyon dito sa rules natin? Hindi. Wala po akong problema sa presentation. Gusto ko lang po, kasi I'm a sucker for rules. I admit. Kung ano yung patakaran natin, sundin natin. Kasi pag nagkaroon tayo ng exemption, may isang hindi sumunod. Lahat na may dahilan, lahat hindi sumunod eh. Pag isa hindi sumunod, lahat may dahilan na hindi sumunod. So ang sinasabi ko lang, gusto natin ng tama. Kung hinahanapan natin ng tama, yung mga nagbe-briefing, dapat tayo mismo sumunod doon sa ating rules. So yun lang ang tanong po. Yan ay isang tanong. Ano bang interpretasyon natin dito sa Committee on Public Accounts?
Mr. Chair, yung pong Committee on Public Accounts principally is a committee assigned to the minority.
Opo.
And the minority would like to be very relevant on current issues.
Okay.
Kung hindi po nagpatawag ng meeting yung Committee on Good Government, kami po, inunahan na namin. Anyway, we will have a way of correcting it. After the reports, maybe we can call the COA. Bakit wala pa kayong mga audit reports dito sa mga... Bakit naunahan pa kayo ng ibang agencies, especially ng ating Pangulo? So, we're trying to be relevant. We want to hear from the different agencies. Then later on, we will be calling the Commission on Audit.
Hindi, pero Mr. Chair, pwede po ba tayong lumampas doon sa otoridad na isinasaad doon sa rules natin na dapat may audit report? Ibig ko sabihin, bakit ang tanong, bakit hindi nagpatawag kaya yung good government?
Mr. Chair, anyway, all the reports will be submitted to the plenary, and it's up to the plenary to determine whether we have violated or we have access to our the authority of the committee.
Yes, Mr. Chair, pero bakit pa tayo abot nun sa plenary? Bakit di lang po kayo... Anyway, sinasabi ko ito suggestion.
As I said, the minority wants to be relevant, especially on this very controversial issue.
Hindi, walang problema sa akin. So gusto ko lang liwanagin. Kung
And the Committee on Public Accounts is, this is the term of the minority.
Hindi, kaya nga. So ang ibig sabihin nito, hindi na natin susundin itong bakit di na muna natin amyandahan yung rules natin para hindi kailangan magkaroon ng audit report?
The proof of the pudding is in the eating, so we'll just have to wait for the committee report.
Chairman Mama, please.
Mr. Chairman, I think ang ginawa lang naman siguro natin is to exercise our duty we have the function of oversight.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, I think even Public Works can request Department of Public Works and
Yes,
Highways
Mr. Chair.
to shed light on the issues being thrown to them.
Yes, Mr. Chair. If it were the Committee on Public Works, I wouldn't have raised the question because I recognize that the Committee on Public Works has full jurisdiction. Again, it is just a suggestion. If you want to proceed, I have no authority to question or raise a point of order because I am not a member of this committee. So it's just a suggestion, Mr. Chair. So I just put it on the table. Whatever the decision is I will have no say or vote on it, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Congressman Kiba, please.
Yeah, just I think the points of Congressman Toby Tiangco is well taken. While he's not a member, in fact, we can take the cudgels for him, and so that the matter can be put on record. so that the matter can eventually be resolved. We are members of the majority. We respect the rights and enforcement of the minority in exercising your duty to remove the abscesses of government, prevent abuses. So igagalang ho namin yun. But I support the position of Congressman Tiangco. Let's put it on record and let that matter be resolved later on, because I think the Committee on Rules should be in a position to make the determination whether we will have a joint, because tama naman ang sinabi niya na ayaw natin mabaliwala na kung anong pag-uusapan dito. Pero tingin ko ang tiyak dito is gusto natin gawin na, at in fact, nauuna pa ang minorya na gawan ng hakbang para usigin at alamin kung ano nangyari dito o sundin ang utos ng ating mahal na Pangulo. So, I think, Mr. Chair, I adopt his motion so that it can be put on record, so that a determination can be made later on by the Committee on Rules.
Yes, Mr. Chairman and Chairman Kimbo. Sorry, I cannot make a motion because I'm not a member.
That's why I am adopting your motion.
Okay.
So, on your behalf.
Okay. Yun lang po. I just want to make sure that we're following our rules. No.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Congressman Tiangco, again, to be very clear, this is a briefing. I think briefings can be requested by any committee. When we go to proper hearings relating to what Congressman Tiangco is talking about, I think there is a resolution that has been submitted to Bills and Index that there will be a tri-committee with the Public Works, Public Accounts, and Good Government to look into the anomalies po. That will therefore then be subjected to all of the rules that Congressman Tiangco is requiring. No? But for now, this is just a briefing. There will be no interpellations, only questions to our invitees.
Yes.
I wish to weigh in.
But I'm not requiring it, Mr. Chair. I'm just suggesting, politely suggesting,
Yes,
that we look into the rules so that para lang maliwanag. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Chair.
Congressman Tiangco.
I just wish to weigh in very
Congresswoman,
briefly. I wish to
De
weigh
Lima,
in
please.
on the issue at hand. Yes, if we go by a verbal legis interpretation of the rules, it would seem that really the mandate of this committee would relate to the examination and scrutiny of audit reports. So the premise is that there are already audit reports. But then again, I also concur in the explanation of our colleagues here, especially the chairperson, that nothing would prevent this committee from calling a briefing from any agency of government so as to guide it as to the future actions of the committee. So para bang this is just a preliminary step, preliminary move, but not necessarily na ito na nga yun, that the committee would be solely responsible or would be solely investigating, either in aid of legislation or oversight functions, the matter at hand. So under that condition, that it is purely briefing and questions and not interpellations, I don't think there would be any legal issue. Thank
Yes,
you.
Mr. Chair, if I may reply.
Congressman Tiangco, please.
Yes, Mr. Chair, but even briefing should be within the mandate of the committee, no? Because why can sports and youth not ask for a briefing from Public Works if that is our line of reasoning, that it shouldn't be within the mandate? Di ba po? So, but anyway, just to cut it short, I just wanted to suggest, so whatever the ruling of the chair is and whatever the pleasure of the body is, I have no objection. Anyway, I cannot object because I am not part of the...
Thank you, Congressman Tiangco. Can we proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. At this point, we would like to recognize Congressman Amiro Kimbo to make a presentation relating to the experience of Marikina City as to the flood control facilities that they had implemented in the city.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members, Congressman Tiangco, everyone, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Alam naman po natin, pag sinasabing Marikina, ang madalas na nakakabit na salita dyan ay ang baha. Kung maranasan natin noong 2009, September 26, nasalanta talaga ang Marikina. Standstill kami after Ondoy. Totally unprecedented. It was a 100-year flood that came to us even before the 50 years na nakalipas. In short, talagang catastrophic at kakaiba. So, ang perpetual na tanong parati sa amin is, bakit ba parating binabaha ang Marikina? Binabaha ang Marikina because we are the valley that immediately receives the eastern side of the entire Sierra Madre Range. Sinasalo namin ng tubig galing sa Antipolo, galing po sa San Mateo, at galing sa Montalban. Sa amin ho lahat yan bumabagsak. May dalawang malalaking ilog na nagmi-meet, which is the Nangka River receiving San Mateo and Antipolo, as well as the huge Marikina River na tumatanggap ng tubig galing po sa Montalban. What has made the flooding worse sa amin is kasalanan din ng DPWH dahil napa-improve na nila yung drainage systems ng Antipolo at napa-improve nila ang San Mateo, kaya mas mabilis po yung pagbaba ng tubig sa amin. Pag sinasabi kong kasalanan, positive yun ha. Ibig ko sabihin, dahil napa-improve na yung kanilang drainage systems, dati kung siyam-siyam bago dumating po sa amin, ngayon talaga napakabilis sa pong bumaba. So, binabawi ko, hindi po kasalanan. Accomplishment din po nila, but yun po ang nagiging side effect na hindi maganda. Mas bumibilis po sa amin. So, in the last 15 years, pag tinatanong, ano ba yung thrust namin sa Marikina? Ang thrust over the last 15 years is una, palaparin yung capacity ng Marikina at saka Nangka River. Yung kanyang water containment capacity ay kailangan mapalaki. Dahil ito ang sumasalo, so hindi na sufficient, kailangan ho namin madagdagan. So 3 bagay ang ginawa ho natin sa Marikina River. Kasi tinatanong po kami ni Chairman, tinatanong kami ni ibang mga miyembro para mag-share kami kung kahit papaano what brought us to where we are today. So una po ay atin pong pinalapad ang ilog. So in many areas, we cleared the waterways, and it's not testament to my or current leadership, pero si BF talaga, si Bayani Fernando ang nauna po sa buong Metro Manila na talagang nilipol niya ang kabuuan ng aming ilog para alisin ang lahat ng taong